Yeah, too much caviar. And yet, it stirs up envy, fame. If I am a star, the people made me a star. There was no studio and no person. But the people did. There was a reaction. They came in to the studio. I mean, staggering, you can't imagine. And they say, you know, you're the only star that they've got, or you're the star, you know, and they look at me as if I was nuts. Gee, I never felt I had an effect on people until I guess I was in Korea. I don't think until then, really, because studios that I worked with always says, remember one thing, you're no star. Sometimes people want to see if you're real. They kind of look to you, towards you, for some kind of, something that's, I guess, away from their everyday life. I guess you call that entertainment, huh? You know, since this article is going to be on fame, I like to state here and now, fame is fickle. And I know it. It has its compensation. It does. But it also has its drawbacks. And I've experienced both. Fame and happiness, it seems to me, is certainly temporary and a partial happiness. Or a waif. And I'm not calling myself an orphan, but I was brought up a waif. You see, I was brought up, I think, differently than the average American child. Because, no, but the average American child said, you know, like, to be happy, you know. To be happy, that's it. Gee, happiness wasn't anything I ever took for granted. I loved to play. I didn't like the world around me too much, because it was kind of grim. The people I like, nothing scares me, like mobs scare me. But people, that's something you can trust. Coming out of my apartment in New York, you know, 57th Street, when I come out of the door, they say, Marilyn, hi, how do you feel this morning? You know, to me it's an honor. At first they live it because, you know, they think, oh, it's a girl, she's got blonde hair, she's not out of shape. And then they do, my God, it's Marilyn Monroe. I think that sexuality is only attractive when it's natural and spontaneous. As if where a lot of them missed the boat. You know what I mean? I just felt like I was on the outside of the world, and suddenly everything opened up. I thought, gee, what happened? You know, the world became friendly. It opened up to me. I didn't realize the value of a sweatshirt in those days. I mean, I sort of was beginning to catch on, but I didn't quite get it. Because I couldn't really afford sweaters. We are all born sexual creatures, thank God. It's a pity so many people despise and crush this natural gift. Tom Kelly, you can find him around. He's still around town. You know, when he first said, you know, pose nude, what did I thought? If I'm going to be a symbol of something, I'd rather have it sex than some other thing they got symbols of. See, that's the trouble. A sex symbol becomes a thing. Well, you just hate to be a thing. They are, and I don't want to sound paranoid, but they are. They all like sort of a chunk, you know, somehow. I mean, they kind of take, like, pieces out of you. And I don't think that they realize it. You know, they're kind of grabbing pieces out of you. And gee, you know, you do want to stay intact. You know, intact, on 2 feet. They want to know, like, well, what is it like? Sometimes it's nearly impossible. And there is a need for aloneness, which I don't think that most people realize for a creative person or an actress.